Hey, it's Hannah here, and today I'm going to show you some techniques for training your horse at liberty. Now, liberty training just means that your horse is loose, so that they're not on a lead rope or a lunge line when you're working with them. It's a great way of working with your horse because it gives them a bit more freedom of movement, it really tests your cues and communication, and of course it's really fun and feels really great when your horse is working with you and staying with you without using ropes. Now, the way that I train is using positive reinforcement, so we use a lot of rewards. It's all about making the horse feel really good about being with you and doing the things that you want to do together, and using this approach, it's actually quite straightforward for the horse to work at liberty, and we use liberty right from the start. In fact, with positive reinforcement, it's often harder to get the horse to leave because you become this person who brings all of this fun and this interest and these rewards, and they really start to want to be with you quite quickly. Another approach to liberty training, which is very common but is one that I don't use, is when you're working a horse at liberty, you just add a little bit of pressure if they don't respond. So say, for example, you're asking them to walk on with you and they don't, then maybe you've got a little whip that you just gently chase the horse behind until they walk forwards, or if the horse leaves, maybe you'll get them to move their feet a little bit until they come back, and then they get to relax once they're with you. So that is effective, but what I'm really looking for is that the horse has the choice to leave. There's not going to be any unpleasant consequences if they don't, and I think that's a really important piece throughout all the training, not just liberty, but that when we're working at liberty, they're choosing to stay with us because it's a really fun place to be, it's because it's very rewarding. Having said all that, you do have to train it. So you can't just take everything off your horse in the middle of the woods or some open field and expect everything to work out. Just like all good training, liberty training is done progressively, and in this video I'm going to show you some of the techniques that I use, how I introduce it, and then gradually how I build up to working with my horse loose at higher paces, more advanced exercises, and in open spaces as well. Okay, so we generally start connection training by teaching the horses just to stand quietly by our sides. We've got some videos on exactly how to start this, and you can see that we often begin it right at liberty. So standing together and walking together are the first two behaviours that we teach, and we're looking for the horse to be in just a nice, relaxed position next to us and to be able to stop nicely, keep their head out of the treats, nice and calm, in order to get the rewards. So already we often work without the head collar. Now, I like to start the horses both at liberty and with the head collar to make sure that they're just as relaxed, calm and easy both ways round. But this is a really important piece of beginning liberty training, that your horse can just relax you. You can see I'm giving Tino a good scratch here, and that they can stand quietly and just start to follow you. It's really, as you're starting to work with your horse, loose, then it's important that the cues are really consistent and solid. So you really got to pay attention to how you're asking your horse to do things. So here I'm working with Ned, who's also at Hope Pastures Rescue Centre, and I'm teaching him. I also teach a stay right from the start as well. So he's in the early stages of it. You can see my cues really clear. He's just got to stand still while I back away. So this is also a really great exercise for liberty work, because you want your horse to be able just to stop and to wait for your cue as you're working without the ropes. As they get comfortable and confident working with the halt and the leading, I just want to make sure that I can work them on both sides. So this is really interesting because often horses will have a side that they prefer you to be on. And it's really nice at the beginning just to focus on, okay, can I come onto the other side? So you can see there that Ned just ducked around me to say, oh, actually, can you stay on my right-hand side? And I just quietly redirected him with my hand until I could stand on his left, and then really rewarded him for that. So like I say, this is all about making this experience really clear and really rewarding for your horse. And when I'm on Ned's left side, just asking him to take a couple of steps and stop. And again, making sure that's really strongly rewarded. Once you've got the stand and the walk with you, then I just like to make sure that the horse is really following me. So can we go straight? Can we come around on the circle? Can we go straight again? And I like to make sure that we can walk both ways as well. So getting them to turn on the inside of the circle rather than the outside is a bit trickier, but it's definitely something to keep working at the beginning before starting to pick up the pace.
Now, once that's solid, you can start to gradually just ask for a little bit of trot. Now, you can see I'm using a handheld target here just to help guide Rowan, so she knows to go towards the target, which is another really great tool for liberty training. And also from the leading stuff, you can gradually start to build up to working at liberty things in hand as well. So all of these things are very progressive, just as they would be if you were training them on the ground. Don't just go in with your horse and start running off, because they'll probably get overexcited, over threshold, maybe a bit anxious. You start with the walking, the standing, and then gradually build up to little bits of trot, nice and calm, little bits of bending, little bits of lateral, that kind of thing. Another exercise I like to use with liberty is poles and obstacles. It helps to give your horse a little bit of focus and really helps the two of you work on your clarity of cues together as well. So this is Rowan again, and you can see him just working with a pedestal in the arena too, and all of it is calm and considered. Gradually just front feet, then we get the back feet, and then we can just walk off. So you see, again, really making sure my cues are really clear, what I want her to do. Once it's solid in an arena, you can start to move into a different setting. Now, an arena is great because it removes some of the options that your horse has, like grazing and leaving and that kind of thing. So like with all good training, you set it up for success by working in an easier environment before taking it out into a more open field. So if you're wanting to work your horse at liberty in the field, make sure that all of this stuff is really, really solid in the arena. And then when it's time to come out to the field, you're working on exercises they already know with cues that they really are already really solid, and it's much more likely to be successful. So this is another example of how I'd build up to some little jumping in the field. So here's Rowan at the early stages, just walking with me over the pole and going to a stationary target. Really simple, she knows it really well. And then India at the other end of working it up to it, where she can canter with me over the poles to the stationary target. So again, just take your time to make sure it's solid in walks, gentle in trot, then start to build up to the faster paces. When it comes to doing liberty out and about, this is a great way to start. So you can see that Rowan's still got her head collar on. I've got the lead rope there just in case I need it. But I'm saying, can you stay with me in this open environment? We're out in the woods where she could leave if she wanted to, but I'm asking her for a specific challenge of coming with me across the river. So again, pick your timing about when you take the rope off your horse as you start to move into different environments. As they get more and more advanced, you can start to work up to having them in more open places, building up the pace, building up the challenge of the behaviour gradually as your horse is able to respond. So I hope that's given you some ideas of liberty. The real keys are making sure that you work gradually and progressively, setting up for success in the arena, and make sure that your stand together and walk together are really solid before you move on to anything else. I'll make sure that I link to some videos on how to teach the stand together and walk together, and you can start playing around with those at liberty and gradually build from there. If you'd like to know more, then please check out the Connection Training Club, which is our online membership site where you can learn exactly how to do it. So we've got a whole suite of home study courses, and they start with the foundation course where you can see exactly how to get going with liberty training, exactly how to train standing, walking, the stay, looking at how to help your horse stay relaxed, yet motivated, tuned into you, and really begin using rewards in your training in a really successful way. You can see full training sessions from me, which are completely unabridged, so you can see exactly how to structure it, and I work at liberty a lot in those sessions here. From there, we have loads of other courses which have some really fun liberty exercises for you. We do quite a lot of despooking stuff at liberty, especially using tarps and water and curtains and things like that. The gymnastic groundwork includes a lot of liberty, including how to train lateral work at liberty, lunging at liberty, that kind of thing. The jumping and obstacle training course shows you how to build up to things like horse agility courses at liberty, and how to teach your horse to free jump. So that's all jumping at liberty. So we've got loads of different exercises really broken down step by step for you there. You can also get loads of support through our monthly Q&As, where you can chat to Rachel and I directly, through the forum, which we have fantastic members from around the world who've got really great community. It's very supportive, open, non-judgmental and friendly. We have monthly challenges and things too. So there's loads of stuff going on there. Please check it out. To find out more, go to connectiontraining.com, where you can find out more about myself and Rachel, our approach, and you can find out more about the CT Club and sign up there. The first month is half price, and you get instant access to all of the videos. So if you want to jump ahead to something specific, you can do that, and you can cancel anytime as well. So we wanted to make it really easy for you to come and check it out and see if the CT Club was right for you and your horse. You can also find out more in the CT book. So just go to Amazon and search for Connection Training, and you can find our book there. It's available in paperback and Kindle format, and you can that gives a really good overview of our philosophy, principles, and loads of practical training techniques there. Thank you for watching, and have some Liberty fun with your horse.